You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Real World After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Real World After Show.
Yo, what up, AfterBuzzers? Bing is for doing, and we are doing another AfterBuzz TV After Show for The Real World, Season 27, Episode 7, No Shirt, Boat Shoes, No Sanity.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
With the titles to these. We are back in studio, finally.
I know. Sorry, you guys. I've been just nonstop partying. I know that's a horrible excuse.
It's bullshit.
It's been like everybody's 21st birthday this month. I don't understand. So
Including yours.
No, mine
Well, not
was.
this month,
Well,
I'm
yeah.
just saying.
Okay, yeah. I recently just turned 21. So, yeah.
Well,
so
we're
you already
welcoming
know.
back Nicolette.
Yeah, hi, I'm back.
You're the only reason I come to these after shows, and so that's why I haven't been coming lately either.
Dude,
Okay,
that
well,
voice, you
good.
sound like the creepster.
That's the reason why.
That's
Joining us in studio, of course, is the one, the only, Sir Adam Royer.
Woo! Hi, Boo.
And who recently actually just celebrated a birthday last week, correct?
Jesse came. Where were you, Nicolette?
I'm sorry, Boo. I had other,
Ooh.
other things.
At least you got an invite.
Ooh.
But I didn't.
I wanted to be the token black guy.
And
Got one black friend.
But I didn't get the invite, Adam.
But speaking of token black guy, we have the one, the only, the OG to the real world
Triple
here in studio.
OG.
Triple.
OG.
Syrus, season 6, Boston. What is going on, sir?
Wow, old school.
You know, respect to the old school. Of
Yeah,
course.
hell yeah.
We kind of laid the pavement down for you guys.
Absolutely, and I'm really excited to hear your take on just what's been going on with these newer seasons. But we also on the line have Steve the Steamer, our Real World Road Rules Challenge expert. What up, Steamer?
Hi, Steve.
Not much. How you guys doing?
Good. I was reading over some of your notes, and I think we're going to agree tonight on a lot of stuff.
Cool.
So let's jump into it. First topic, Robb and Emily. So Robb and Laura are Robb and Marie are the favorite couple on Twitter. Everyone's
Robb and Marie. Oh, yeah. Who's Emily?
Emily is the girlfriend.
His
I
not
was
girl.
The one
like-
that's not coming.
His
Oh, okay,
mistress.
right. The mistress. I got a mistress.
There you go.
No, I think Marie's the mistress, and the girl back home, Emily, is like his girlfriend, and he's just playing it off like, oh, she's just some girl I just started talking to.
Wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Marie's the mistress.
I mean, we see in this episode, Robb tells Emily, like, okay, you know what? I don't think you should come. At first, she's gonna come. And Marie's pissed off, being a little bitch about everything, walking
Right.
around the house.
See, I don't like Marie because she in this episode was giving Laura so much shit about, oh, you got to respect yourself, and like talking bad behind her back to LaToya. They went out to lunch together and were like talking so bad.
Kinda
Girl, you got to
hypocritical.
respect yourself. It's like you're in the same exact situation as Marie, except the only thing that you're doing differently is you're trying to hook up with some other dude to get back at Robb. How does that make you any better than what she's doing? You're just like, it's just hypocritical. Don't talk.
Nicolette's
Marie
gonna shut it down. Nicolette's
Marie
gonna shut it down.
shouldn't talk shit about Laura when she's hooking up with Robb and she's head over heels for Robb, buying him shoes, bringing him home dinner, all this crap. And then he has this girl back home too he's talking to. Granted, at the end of the episode, he did call Emily and say, don't come. Okay, you don't know. Trey might do the same thing too. We don't know though. But
No.
all I'm saying is, before she even knew that
I
that
can't
was
with you,
happening,
Adam.
before she even knew that he was going to do that, she was in the same exact situation as Marie.
But coming
what?
into it, Robb obviously has feelings for Marie, regardless of the fact Trey, on the other hand,
Wait, no, we're not gonna. Wait.
He's feeling
Okay, I'm
her.
We're
not
not
going
gonna talk
there.
about Trey
a bit.
yet.
He's feeling her.
but he.
Who are you saying, Rob?
Yeah. Well.
Oh no,
okay.
agreed. But also, she
Right,
did
but
say
he is definitely way more into Marie.
agreed. And
than the
Marie
other
said that. She said he
situation.
treats me good. He takes care
Yeah.
of me. Which
Even
we
though
do
he
see
has
that.
another side, whatever. Okay, she's not here, and I'm sure she has obviously her side, whatever. But they know what it is, and they do like each other. So at the end of the day, they're both on the same level.
Both relationships are really messed up because Marie's trying to hook
Well,
up
that
with
Yeah,
too.
but tit for tat is the way it's got to be, dog.
Right.
Marie's
so
trying
he's
to
fucking that. So I mean, it's gonna. It's
but
gonna
they
happen.
know what's going on. They're
Yeah.
one's not
I
feeling.
respect that.
Right.
personally.
Okay.
That's the situation.
They know
This is
what's
the game.
up.
If you want to play like that, I'm gonna play like this.
Exactly. They know what it is.
But now
they
you
feel
over
the
there,
same.
and your relationship's a little different because
Hold on.
maybe he ain't hitting it right because I'm hitting it right. Like you know what I mean? That
What
kind of
relationship
thing.
y'all talking about?
So we're
The
saying
other couple.
What are you
Oh,
taking
okay,
offense?
You
you
mean
coming
you
at me
two?
like-
Are you hitting that? You hitting that?
No. Me,
So-
me and Nicolette.
Oh, y'all signed some AfterBuzz
Don't be
drama here.
starting no rumors
All right, so
up in here.
we're all in agreement that Robb and Marie kind of have some special guidelines to their relationship,
Right.
Which is why
It's
it works
open.
a
They
little
talk
better.
about it.
Yes, exactly.
If you don't hide things, you can get along.
Steamer, you said that you think that the fact Robb told Emily to stay home shows that he's real. Speak on that for a little bit.
Yeah, because if he just had her come, like that'd be more like airtime and drama for him. Like he could have like the whole fight, like Emily and Marie and all that confrontation go down. But the fact that he just said, you know what, don't come, makes it seem like he's being real to himself and also to an extent his feelings for Marie. He downplays at the end when he said no,
Well-
like, I didn't want her to come because she cheated on me.
Question
Same
for
time.
question
She
for
played a part.
for everybody here. Do we think, at the end, Robb said, well, the reason I told her not to come is because of what she did to me. Do we think that's 100% or he's kind of, being
You know
a
what?
That is
man?
a
You know what I
lie.
think
All right,
is
wait. Don't speak over you. Go ahead.
him and his girl back home, Emily. They've only known each other for 2 weeks before he
Right.
came on the show. Like, come on, this is
not-
Robb's not being real because he's telling her to stay home. Like, he's been away from her more time than he's known her. Okay, so she was just some girl who was hooking up to her or whatever. And I know exactly how it is. When you go on the real world and you first get there, you don't know any of these people. You can't go on Facebook. You can't go on Twitter. You can't see your family. You can barely use the phone because everyone's trying to use the phone. You feel alone, so of course you're going to, cling to this one girl that you just met and have known for 2 weeks. So it became something that it wouldn't have been in a normal life situation. Because you go on the real world, it changes the situation. That's what you don't understand, Steve. Like when you're on the real world house and you don't know these people, but you're forced to live with them, you can't really meet any outside people because you're so cooped up. You then fall back on the person that you have back home, which for him just happened to be this girl that he just met 2 weeks before he went on the show. But then he became closer to Marie and probably lost feelings for her. He barely knows the girl. I don't
would
think
you
that
agree
makes
with
him
that,
real.
Syrus?
I feel like puppy loves puppy love. They just met. It is what it is. The bottom line, though, you go on a show and you got baggage at home, it ain't gonna work.
Right.
No matter what you do or
Right.
say, because any man that goes on the show is fucking. Let's be real. You're gonna have more ass in the toilet seat for sure, and if not, you're just whack. And even the wackest of whack cast members were fucking.
You have cameras walking around with you. You're in the club. Everyone wants to be on the show.
I can tell you things that you have no clue about.
Let's hear it.
I'm talking a
Can't
girl
wait
on
for
each
the
knee getting my
exclusive.
head massaged and getting people behind the scenes getting sucked off right there.
Oh, this is explicit over
Oh.
here.
It's cool.
Yeah, reality used to be real. Let's just say that.
All right. Has it calmed down a little bit from what you saw?
It's
here
just
we are.
different.
Because I noticed when we were watching, you were kind of looking at it, and at the beginning, I felt like you were kind of looking at it like, I can't believe these kids. Or did it bring you back to memories?
I watch all the shows, man. I'm a reality head. I don't know if you guys know, but I got on my show trying to work behind the scenes. And so I've worked behind the scenes for 30, 40 different shows. I'm a casting director. I've casted for Lord knows how many shows. I watch reality TV, and I'm really involved with it, and I check it out, too. So for me, I appreciate it for what it is. This cast seems extremely young, extremely green. I think the location where they're at kind of changes their situation. If they were in the States, like here, it'd be a little different. I think anytime they go outside of that, people respond to you differently, period, point blank, no matter what you say or do. So their location, they're even forced more to be more into each other because they're somewhere else.
Well, but going back to what he was saying about it's harder to make a connection with outside people. Here we have Marie trying to make a connection with this guy, Max. Or is that just a subplot that she's plotting? Or
She's probably trying to, meet other people, make friends, whatever, hook up with other people. But it's so hard when you live in this house, and especially because she likes this guy.
Always around him.
It makes things so different. It's not real life. You know what I mean? It's the real world. It's not real life, though.
All right.
I think back in our day, you were allowed to actually meet people, get involved with people that were outside. Like
Now it's
you
different.
had full-blown situations out there. And now it seems like they've condensed it into making you...
Forcing you.
Not forcing you. When you're in a situation like that and you're in another country, basically, you
kinda
got to
makes
deal with it
sense,
differently.
though, yeah.
With us, we were able to do whatever the hell, whenever the hell.
Right.
And that doesn't always make for good TV in different situations.
Well, what I was thinking about on this episode, which kind of reminds me a little bit of what you're talking about, is they seclude you so much, and they limit the producers limit where you can go. They'll tell you places you can and can't go. And because you're so limited, you don't have much to do, it causes you to just stay in your house a lot. And what else are you going to do when you're just sitting around at home with nothing to do? You talk.
Right.
And when you talk and you have...
And you drink.
gossip.
And
you know
drink.
what I mean? And when Marie and LaToya were out basically talking shit about Laura, and they're just sitting there just talking about basically stupid nothingness. I'm just thinking in my mind. It reminds me of 100 conversations I had when I was on The Real World, and we were just bored out of our minds. So you just literally just talk about anything, and you just talk shit. You just talk because there's nothing else to do, because the producers keep you cooped up in a house, and there's only 2 restaurants you can go to and the gym.
Are you serious?
And yeah,
Dude, I had free reign.
And it's different now. They don't allow the cameras. They don't allow, you can only go places where camera crews are allowed, and only certain places will allow camera crews to come because MTV makes these facilities, or wherever you go, sign contracts, which basically puts other businesses or places like that they don't want to put their neck on the line. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're going to film anything we want, and we're going to use it however we want. We don't care if it's going to hurt you. So a restaurant might be like,
man.
I don't know if I want to let cameras come in, because what if accidentally
Adam blacks out.
a cockroach crawls up the wall, and then they put that on TV and my restaurant gets shut? You know what I mean? The way MTV does it is just, it puts a big restriction on what you do. And I don't know if they do that purposely because they want to keep everyone secluded in the house, and they don't want you really mingling with outsiders. Outsiders, when I was on the show, they made it really hard for outsiders to come into the house at all. And you can't ever go to an outsider's house ever. You can't ever sleep over at an outsider's house. You can't ever go to their house.
Well, last season we had Frank was sleeping over. I can't remember what his name was.
They must have made a special. Of course, they can make special exceptions if they want to, because they want to make the show a certain way. But there's rules against that.
I would like you to bring your contract in, because I'm sure you still have a contract.
And let's all read
And I'll
it.
bring mine
Here.
in, and you trip out, because literally,
Probably chill as fuck, huh?
I got to. No, it wasn't chill as fuck, but like I did what it was real.
Yeah.
Whatever Syrus wants to do, you do. Done. That's it.
It's not like that at all anymore.
Because someone got raped on one of the shows, and
What?
Oh, gross. That was news and gossip last year.
You have to control stuff in order to
And you were
have control of your show, basically. Back then, there was no
6
control.
seasons.
That's true.
It was still fresh. It was still new.
It was still real.
Yeah. The real world.
Because I'm saying that enough.
So I want to talk about Marie and Laura, since we're talking about going out. But before we do, I need your help, guys, back at home. Here at AfterBuzz, we do this for free, and we want to keep the lights on. We want to keep bringing you guys extra content. So we're working with Amazon right now, and if you're making any purchases online, you guys can help us out by going to AfterBuzzTV.com. At the top, you'll see an Amazon banner. Click that banner, and it'll bring you right to Amazon. No extra charge. It just helps us if you do it through AfterBuzzTV.com. So next time you make any purchases online, AfterBuzzTV.com, Amazon banner, make your purchases. Thank you. All right. So let's talk about these hypocritical girls, because we have Marie and we have Laura, first of all, who I get, because everyone that I've met who knows Laura says, she's the nicest girl, like she's really sweet.
I believe that.
I believe it.
Who?
I believe that.
Laura.
Oh yeah, she seems like a sweetie.
However, it's just
Marie seems like a bitch though.
I really like Marie.
She just seems like a hot mess. to
She's
me.
just a bitch, and
I like
like
it.
the way
Don't
she
be
was,
hating.
Don't be
the way
hating.
she
Oh,
was
I'm not
yelling at
hating.
Swift and stuff. It's just like, And the way she's getting into Laura's business and stuff. Don't be a hypocrite and don't get into her business. Like,
to help her out
Laura
she
likes
does
some
need
dude,
some
let her
help.
do her thing.
No, she
like,
needs help.
Well, she's doing
this-
it in a way that makes her seem like she thinks she's better than.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
I would say. I mean, I don't have a problem with
Thank
do what you want to do. I don't care. But
Well, wait, do you
that's
think
kinda
it's
what's
better, or do you think that she's
Better.
just so strong?
She's doing the same
in her
thing.
mind. No, exactly.
She
So
thinks
she
she's
just thinks she's better than Laura.
Yeah.
And she's just
Well, she's getting better,
dick.
probably.
results.
Well, I want to go to Steamer because you said you're curious as to why Marie thinks Swift is fake. What was your look on
I don't
that?
know. She said like he's like a showman and he like looks at himself in the mirror. Like I don't know if there's anything more underlying behind that, or if that's just the sole reason. Because like I see him like just as a loyal type of guy. So to see her say something like that just makes me question if he is being fake.
I think
Marie is normally pretty good on someone's character.
I think the scene. What happens? I think the scene in the car. She kept saying, "You're doing it for the camera. You're doing it for the camera." What happens when people get like emotional on the camera, time after time after time? You start thinking, "Is that real?" Like you question what's happening, and that's kind of I think what's going on there because he's going in depth about how great of a person she is in the van.
Well,
I think personally, you do that kind of thing one-on-one. You know what? I think you'll stand up cat or woman or whatever it is, and you talk to that person. You don't do it with the other person there in the back seat and leaning over when the chick's half drunk and humped over. And so it looks like you're trying to make a show to make it seem like you're giving someone some credit. And that's what the mentality is coming from.
And if you were in Swift's place in the car, you know, you living with these people, you see the same thing that everyone's seeing, kind of. Because I mean, I'm gonna say LaToya and Marie are kind of in the same boat as far as how they look at Laura.
Okay.
But we saw Swift, you know, he said, I give you respect that you want to stand by this dude. Do you agree with that? Or, you know, do you understand where Swift was coming from with that mentality? I know you said it was the wrong time for him to have done it, but...
Because, I mean, she's also vulnerable right then. We're men. They're vulnerable. You might jump on there. You might think he's going to mess around and beat those too. So, I'm just being real. You know how it is when you're drunk like that. You're drinking. She's mad at something else. Perfect time to get up in there.
Well, he did say to us, you know, out of all the girls when he first went on the show, she was the one that he was mostly attracted to. So
okay,
right.
So like I said,
That's
he's
just
planting
a sticky
seeds.
Situation.
It is what it is.
Why do you think that's a sticky situation?
I don't know, because I don't know if she should. I mean, the way he was complimenting her or whatever, you know, saying, "Oh, you're such a good girl," whatever. At the end of the day, though, girls have to be strong, and she's just so weak when it comes to this guy.
But you've never
So you've never done that? You've never done that?
I told you.
No, but tell.
Then say it
I
again.
told
The people
you.
want to
Our
know.
fans.
I've been there.
Of course
but
you've
one
been there.
time and never again will it happen. So I really hope that this
I'm waiting for your neck to spin around and green guacamole to fly out your mouth over there.
I hope. I love some guacamole.
Well, I got some
Put
chips
some
for
right
your
there.
Well, so I mean, going in it, I agree with you. I do think that.
See what I'm saying?
I feel her, you know, you like Trey, you're going into it like this. But I kind of can side with Marie in the fact of, like, she's getting pissed at her because she's weak. But at the same time, I don't know, maybe it's because Marie's been in that situation how many times and it's pissing her off. And that she kind of is, I know she's going through the same thing. Because, look, Marie, I'm going to be real with you. I like you, girl, but you bought some yellow damn shoes for no reason. And the editing was amazing because I thought she was crying too as he opened it up and loaded them shoes. But apparently she had
a little moist towelette.
Her face
Well,
was
like you were saying, Jesse, you think LaToya and Marie feel the same way about the Laura
Right.
situation. I think you're right, they do.
Marie's not LaToya's not as vocal though.
Exactly, and that's why I don't like Marie, because Marie is going around, and her and LaToya pretty much feel the same, but Marie is going around being extremely vocal, nosy, sticking your nose in everyone's business, upsetting people.
But that seems like
you
her.
know, and it's like, just mind your own business, you know, tell the girl, hey, what you got to tell her, and then let it be. Don't be a bitch about it and turn it into like, now it's all about Marie, and Marie fucking thinks she's all God and knows everything and she's perfect. Like, no, LaToya's the only girl in the house who is fucking doing things the right way, and she's just chilling back. You know,
Right.
she'll say, hey, yeah, Laura, you know, what you're doing, you should probably not do that. But then she just chills. And that's why I like LaToya, because A, she's not in that situation that either Marie or Laura are, and B, she's not trying to stick her nose all up in that shit.
Unless Marie and Laura are really close friends.
Which-
Because my friends have put me in my spot a couple of times. You know, they'll come at me a strong way, but sometimes you have to come at somebody a strong way for them to get the point. You
They're
know what I'm
probably
saying?
all
But-
three just as close.
But I
This
don't know.
showman stuff. This is a showman, you guys. You're buying into it now. It ain't like what's happening to you at the house. Totally different.
Right.
On this show, you sit there, you know, damn, this dude's giving me ick, and 109 countries are watching this happen, and then all of a sudden something clicks. You're like, damn, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. And then you're like, oh, but if I tell her what to do, maybe I'll come off looking like, yeah, I'm the strong woman.
okay.
And I'm still getting
Exactly.
power driven by the roommate and homeboy back at home too. So that's
kind of how I feel.
at some
a
point
lot
your
of
head
Cyrus
a
is-
switch clicks. It
What
ain't
it
always
is.
there because at first you're like, yeah, you
I
just
agree
get it
with
in.
what
Then
you're
you're like, damn,
Okay.
everybody's gonna see
All
that.
right,
And
OG. I see.
So
you.
now
triple
Marie's
OG.
Triple OG, my bad. The
Dude,
triple.
better
one more
check
out of you.
yourself.
One more out of you.
You
young
better
lady.
check yourself.
And I mean, I definitely, kind of lost it with Marie was when she was sitting outside with the guys and her and Swift started getting into it. And then Robb, I understand because that's his girl, but sometimes you got to check your own girl. You got to be like, girl,
Check your bitch.
let's go inside.
I agree.
Check your girl.
But it actually started from Boston. Brandon was the first one who kind of was like, dude, just sit in another seat.
What was the
Well,
whole
yeah,
argument
that
about? I
was
kind of
like-
missed it.
Yeah, like where was
All right.
Brandon even coming from? Like he just made it 10 times worse than it really was. Like
I'm gonna go back to this though, real quick.
Okay.
Sorry, being the only brother in the house, there's situations where you feel you're being overbearing, like people are kind of coming at you.
I agree. No,
in
I
a weird
totally
way.
agree with that.
And so then you go into that defense mode, and then you add the alcohol in, and then you put old girl there, and you're like, "God, this is my motherfucking house." So
Right,
Check
right,
yourself.
there
right.
came a
bitch.
point in my time on my show, I remember saying, hold on, man. Can't none of y'all whoop me. You have no saying whatever you do. You're not following any rules in the house, and the house is a mess. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. Done. But it took them coming at me, and I'm like, hold on, man. You ain't my mom, you ain't my dad, you ain't a producer, you ain't my... No. What's up? You want to
Right.
man up or not? And that's like those dudes challenging him, saying that so many times is only going to happen. There's going to be a fight.
right.
A real fight. Testosterone's going to kick in, and one of them is something's going to happen.
Well, I definitely don't think there was going to be a fight because I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Brandon didn't move his eyes from where he was speaking. And then Robb, as he's sticking up for Marie, didn't get up out of seat. He
He
pretended.
did.
No,
He got up.
listen. He went like this, and then when Swift was by him, he
That's called
sat
a
back
pussy
down.
saver.
And then when he got back and he was like in the middle of the field, he was up. He was like, dude,
Yeah,
like
Robb-
what's going on?
Rob's a pussy for sure.
No, he's saving the pussy. If old girl's your woman, you defend her honor. Act
Right,
like you're
but
gonna
you
get
ain't
up.
trying to go all the
Right.
way
No.
and get yourself hurt for some girl.
Well, it depends on your girl now. Now me, I'm going in for mine.
Of course.
But I'm just
Okay,
saying,
that's
homeboy's a little chump.
Yeah, he
But
is.
he had to say the pussy. And how you say the pussy? Act like he gonna do something. Pussy's right there. She's looking at you. Pussy looking. You gotta say that shit. Like, and you, pussy. That's it. Pussy ain't going nowhere. Pussy may do some crazy shit.
All right. Well, speaking of pussy, I want to talk about Trey. But
Oh,
before we do
yes.
that, because I know you have a lot to say about this,
Trey, you're gonna
you guys,
love me.
I want to just give. Can we just give our fans a round of applause because y'all have been really helping us out. Every week, I say the same thing to you guys. I love that you guys are watching us on YouTube. We totally appreciate the commentary, everything, but we need your help. We need you guys to subscribe, rate, and comment on iTunes. Help get our podcast to #1. So please watch us on YouTube, but then right after, just go subscribe, rate us 5 stars, and then we leave a comment. Simple. All right. So. Now, like I said,
All
whenever
right.
we have Nicolette on the show, sometimes she watches, she gets emotional during the shows.
Oh, yeah, she
and
was-
so she's like a she's
me
like a
notes.
tiger. So we're gonna let Nicolette out and
Well, no, I just
Have
ask
your
me
boss.
questions and then I'll go in.
all right.
She's having
So
questions.
I mean, I
She's
want to know what you
sensitive.
guys think. Honestly, last week, let's go back to last week because we kind of felt this is where, although you said you like Trey,
I like Trey.
you kind of can feel his character.
You like Trey?
Trey, yeah, I do like Trey, but he kind of pissed me off in this episode a lot because it's like, dude, you're freaking out on this girl. Didn't even make out with or hook up with anyone. She was simply dancing with some dude. And you are like, she's not your girlfriend, all right? So chill the fuck out. If she was your girlfriend, fine. You can get a little mad at her for dancing with some other dude. Even if she is your girlfriend, like, you don't have to freak out she danced with some dude, okay? Like, you know what I mean? I would be a little I would be mad if my girlfriend danced with some dude. But I wouldn't freak the fuck out. They're not girlfriend. They're not even they're not girlfriend, boyfriend at all. He has a pregnant girlfriend back home, so he can't be freaking out on this chick for home. Yeah, he's got a pregnant girlfriend back home.
We kind of think that he was leading to her getting an abortion.
But anyways, he can't. That made me upset. You can't freak out like that, Trey. On Laura. Laura's a good girl. She's out trying to have some fun, enjoying herself, and then you go and ruin the whole night because she danced with some other guy. At least she was.
That was a little more than dancing, dude. She dropped it like it was.
Oh yeah, she was getting
real hot up
but
in
that's
there.
what she needs
But that's
to do.
why she's
single.
Last
Oh,
week,
she needs it.
I mean,
for
if
sure.
you remember last week, he specifically said to her, he said, look. He's like, I'm not going to stop talking to Chelsea.
Exactly.
He
That's
said,
what I mean.
I'm not going to stop talking to you. So it's not my choice. She was like, yes, it is your choice. It's not my choice.
It's not my
choice. Basically, you
choice.
can either be my sideline hoe or.
He wants his cake and he's gonna eat it too.
Yeah,
And that's why
he wants his cake, eat
she
it, and
has
beat it.
problems.
Does that
and
give you
she
the
needs
right
get
to?
together.
So now I also want to go to this, guys. I
Let
know
me ask you a
producers
question
don't.
though.
Go ahead.
Have you ever had two girls at the same time and you had to kind of go in between?
Yeah.
I mean,
Motherfucker, you're a hooker. I'm talking.
yes, but I didn't play it the same way he's playing it. Neither one of them knew each other.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what was upsetting me about Trey. Is like, yo, if you have your sideline girl, you gotta let her do what she wants to do. And you know what I mean? That's
And
the
he
way
ain't
the
gonna look
rules
like a
work.
punk. Yeah, he don't look like
That's
a
the
punk. He
rules
looks like-
Such a punk.
He looked like a punk now, but if he just let it go, it'd have been like, okay, cool.
Like, yeah, I still got her. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but no, like and the thing is if he told her straight up what it was.
I think he really is feeling it, and I think he's actually hit. It just hasn't come out on the show yet, personally. Under the
Really
sheets, he slid
feeling
up in there.
her?
real
Oh,
quick.
he is not feeling her.
I think he's
one
up
bit.
in. I think
he's
I
feeling
think he's beat nose. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but he
I
ain't
think he
into
likes
her
her.
like that.
They already have.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm
that's
saying,
happening.
okay, he's
But-
I
into
think he's
it,
feeling
though.
her.
He's feeling her. Is what I'm
He's-
saying.
I think he's
it's a
feeling
good
her.
beating. And
No.
He's
He
feeling
is
her,
not
but
into
he's
her.
still connected to the girl back home because she's pregnant.
He
and
knows
stuff.
the showman.
But he's feeling Laura now, so he's kind of like, I don't know what to do. It's a tough situation. I really like this chick. You can tell. No one freaks out like that if some girl dances with some dude if you don't really like her.
Well, I mean, you guys said this
Unless you're
about
fucked
sometimes
up.
you felt that the producers wouldn't let you go to certain places and you didn't know if they were almost trying to control, I mean, not with you, but control the situation. So we do this thing. We talk about dick in the soup here at AfterBuzz. Basically, the producers kind of, throwing something in there. And
Yeah, I was thinking about that when the guy would happen to be at that club again. They're like, oh, hey.
Well, no,
she's like, hey,
the
this
guy
dude's
being
here
at the
again.
club,
I was
that's
like, oh,
cool.
it's
But
weird.
Trey getting on the boat, who hasn't gone out in how many weeks, and just happening to.
There's probably only so many places, dude. In a place like that, it probably ain't cracking every single night. There's probably only so many places you're gonna go. You're not in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So I could see that happening. Okay, I want to go out. Where the fuck I'm gonna go? Over there is gonna be 8 people. Over here there's gonna be at least 100.
Right.
So I that's what I think happened.
So Trey goes to this club. And
I mean, I can understand why Trey went there. He probably wasn't pushed you. He's probably just bored as fuck. Did you see him sitting at home the night before looking at some stupid video on
Yeah.
YouTube
Well, wait a
and then
minute.
going
Did
to
you
sleep?
think it was that, or do you honestly think like Marie's been going out the past 4 nights? I'm gonna go.
mean
I'm gonna
Laura?
pop up.
You mean
Laura. Laura's been going out. I'm gonna pop up because to me, I felt he walked into that club,
Well,
knew exactly
especially-
what he was doing.
He walked right
Especially-
past her though. He didn't even stop.
Well, he went and danced with her.
But didn't he walk past her first? They were like to the left. He might have went and got a cocktail first and then
Maybe.
came back.
Yeah.
But I swear he walked right past them.
Because the grin
got
he
it,
had
yeah.
when she
Wait,
was dancing.
guys.
Go ahead.
The first time though she went out, she came back and told him we ain't even talking about the first night. The first night she came home and just simply told him.
Well,
No,
that-
no, she
Marie
didn't tell
told
him.
him.
Someone else
Marie
told him.
told.
And he goes, "What?
Oh,
You don't
that's
think?"
right.
He goes,
You
"What?
don't
You don't
think
think
people
word
talk
gets around?
around
Yeah,
here?"
you don't think word gets around the house?"
And she's
And
over
he
here
was
like,
mad about that
"Aw,
again.
Shit. I just messed up
Yeah.
by giving some guy my number. When really she should be like, hell yeah, I got a number. And yeah, what are you gonna do about it? I got a freaking number because you're a freaking pussy and you have problems and
going
you
in,
only
guys.
like me enough. You don't like me a lot. You like
that
me
was funny.
enough.
What is it?
Enough. Did I spell
Enough.
it right?
Go- I can't.
Wow.
Enough. Okay.
You're great.
It was
Enough.
heat in the moment.
Okay, that's all I have to say. And if she would have just heard that enough, she needs to go.
She heard it,
oh,
but-
you like me a lot. I like you enough.
I can't-
Oh, I like you a lot. Oh no,
He's
I
hammered,
like you enough.
kind of.
Wait, what is this about girls?
Regardless of that, it's just so annoying. He's just so annoying.
But what is this about girls?
Just
I
so
honestly, because honestly, I felt like she loved the fact when she went over and said bye to the
she
guy.
liked it. She loved it that he was getting mad. But I'm just like so thrown that he really was tripping over
But
her.
like, yeah, I don't know. I would just say, yes, he was pissed, but I would have done. I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go grab me 5 more numbers on the way out. That's how you
Right.
play that. You two can play at the same game.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
He took one route, which that was his decision to make. I'm not knocking his game. That's how he is. I don't know to do like that. But personally, I think he's tearing it up and he's getting jealous just because she's getting other attention.
That's
And
what
that's
I
what
didn't.
she needs to do.
That's what I didn't like about him this episode is what you're saying. Like,
a little
if she's gonna
bee.
go do that stuff, then go. You know what I mean? Don't run and cry about it and push the door open and say how you're gonna start a fight and stuff.
Hold
Just-
on, now you know
Right, and
damn
then-
well you'd have slammed your glass, punched the wall, kicked a baby. You would have done everything.
No, I would have.
This just would have been a baby at the
No,
club.
but you
right?
know he was getting really mad because then he started hitting those pool balls thingies like real hard.
Looked like it
when
though.
he
I
was
saw you
talking.
checking him out when he was doing that.
Oh no, I was not checking him
Please.
out. Please,
You
he's the
checking
last
out
person
his-
I'd be checking him out.
want Trey.
No,
So
I
he's
do
trying
not
to-
All right,
want him.
Steamer.
Stay
You want
far
some
away
Swift
from
in your
me.
life, huh?
Oh.
Girl, you ain't never had no chocolate in your
All right,
life.
so
you don't know
anyways,
me.
oh girl, we just turned
But I
Howard
don't put my
Stern.
business out there.
Steamer, I want to know what you thought as soon as they got back to the house. Marie's chasing Trey around. What did you think of that whole? There we go again, seeing Trey flip the whole situation.
Oh yeah, Steamer.
So what did you think, Steamer?
I don't know, like obviously like Trey was drunk since he went he just randomly shows in the club. And
Yeah, he had a whole beer. I think he was
showed me,
pretty
like,
black.
angry. So obviously he had more than he should have had. Then he gets back and he's just telling her, he's asking her why she said goodbye, which I don't understand why that's the big deal. Since if you know, like just seeing Laura, like you can tell she's just like a polite person. She's saying goodbye to the guy.
It's true.
So why
Yeah.
Trey picked that as his reason to get upset? I don't really understand.
Well, all right.
Overall, like, he seems like he likes her, or he wants to keep that relationship. And he's doing whatever he can to have his little hookup girl on the side.
Agree, but wait, I want to know, Cyrus,
Yeah,
why are you shaking
I know
your head?
exactly
That
what
woman-
you're thinking. Can I
that
say it?
woman-
Hold on,
that
can I
woman
say it?
wants
Can
to
I
make-
say it?
go ahead,
Can I
baby.
say it? Okay.
Get up in there.
She still wants to get it in with that other guy.
Oh, yeah.
She wanted to make things okay with her and that other guy. So another night they
Yeah.
can go out to the club together.
She wants to have fun when she's with her girls, but when homeboy comes around,
Right.
his little magic wand has got her sprung. And she
I don't
just
know. Really?
Yeah, dude.
You
Dude.
really think? But with this girl, if it was Marie, I'd be like, absolutely.
Maybe he's pulling her wig or something, or whatever it is.
Her wig.
Yeah, it's a hair.
Girl, that's her. I mean, that's her hair.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm
If you
just
don't like
saying,
my
I don't know what
African American
you-
vernacular, don't
I
make
wish
me
I
come
had
over
a
there.
weave.
Honey, it's okay. We can pull that
Some
too.
full
Next.
hair.
All right, so here we are at the end of the show.
enough to
The
pull
end
on.
of the show, we have them basically. Laura's back under his spell. He's drunk, so we can forgive him, excuse everything that he's
Who?
done. Trey.
Forgive who?
Well, but she's forgiven him.
Oh yeah, I was
They're
about to say
cool.
we ain't
They're
forgiving him.
lovebirds back again. I'm over it.
I mean, especially I would
I
have
just-
slapped him.
I
See,
just-
he had me like.
Whoa, did you
Wait,
just drool
but-
a little bit? Is Swift in the house? Swifter, you got her drooling over here. That why?
No, he don't.
Okay.
It's
what was
you,
that?
Cyrus.
Oh, you got a bib?
Uh-oh.
Anyway, okay. Sorry, I was just so irritated.
Look at who's blushing
Hold on,
over
what was
there.
that?
Just had
Oh my
enough.
God, I'm through.
All right, so go ahead.
I lost my train of thought.
Didn't we all?
Basically, coming down to it, I'm over this relationship. I hope
just
Marie is
can't
done with this
wait.
relationship. I need Marie to stop
I'm
it. I'm
over
glad Marie
everybody.
went to Swift and apologized, though. I did, you know,
I
that was a big
can't
upset.
wait until Trey's pregnant
Oh,
girlfriend
we'll
comes
get into
back.
predictions
That's
for
gonna
that.
be great.
But go ahead.
Let's not forget about the time lapse. This could have all happened within a week.
Right.
And we don't know that watching the
Okay.
show. So you got 7 days. Maybe they had the issue here. A couple days went by, got a little better. A couple days went by, he's hitting it again, and then they're there. So you got to also think-
MTV's editing the story.
That's
they have
that's
to.
another thing I was wondering also because I'm like, fuck Marie, she's a bitch because she's hypocritical. But we don't know if Robb could have called his girl off before she bought the shoes and.
Well, they don't
stuff
know,
like
they don't
that.
normally do that though. So what happens? I'm just telling you, they don't normally take things out of sequence.
On my season,
on the
they
real,
did a lot.
on the real world.
Yo,
On my season, they
but-
did that a lot, where they'd take things out of sequence. They'd be showing stuff, and I could be like, I said that our first day in the house, and now they're showing it like the episode where I get kicked off.
That is
6
true.
weeks later.
Because
Like
even
they
last season we
do that.
had some discussion. About
And
that
so
with
we
the-
don't know. I mean, they might want to, because of the way I look at Marie, as she's a hypocrite. Who knows? Robb could have called his girl off a while ago, and then that's why Marie is telling Laura, like, hey, you know what I mean, and that's why they're taking things, and they just decided to show that
Okay,
clip of
yeah.
him calling it off right now.
But
We
that's
don't
doing
know.
a lot of thinking, though.
They do that though.
Yeah.
They
No,
do
but you
that a
gotta-
lot.
I would challenge
they
everyone,
do that a lot.
especially you guys as hosts. When you watch the shows, everything that you think, go back and think twice about it
exactly.
if it was kind of chopped down. Because for me, I know when I'm watching it, I watch the show and I'm like, okay, this is my opinion. But then when I see it again, because they keep rerunning them, I have a whole different opinion because I would have thought
Exactly.
about how it really was when you're there.
And that's why we do these AfterBuzz. We want you guys to tell us your thought on it because your opinion is going to be different from Adam's,
yeah.
and both of you guys have had the same experience.
Right.
But before we get into
No, he had Vegas, by the way.
Well,
that could not be close to what I had.
you had
I
Boston.
only had 30 colleges in a 60-mile radius.
I was gonna say, like, I'm from Boston.
Oh, you from the Bean?
Yes, I am.
Didn't know
Sir.
that. Okay.
All right, but I want to talk about you, Cyrus.
You mean my shameless promotions I have to get in?
Yes, please, because Cyrus walked all up in this place. I mean, as we can see, blinged out.
Yeah,
Bling,
he's
bling.
And
got
can we
it.
check out? Let's see the bow tie.
Bling,
we got
bling.
on.
Yes, the bow tie is the face.
It's Lego time.
I
So
think
Cyrus.
it would be
Lego
cool if it
time.
lit up.
That's
Oh,
coming,
yeah.
by the way. So slow your roll, Joe. Don't be trying to steal my
All right,
idea.
so let's go in order
patent
here.
that shit.
So Cyrus, you were season 6, one of the first, real worlds.
One of the first 6 real worlds, I think.
Was it the first 6?
I think it was one of the first 6.
Okay.
Number 6.
So here we go with that. What's your experience as far as what did the real world do for you, and where are you now? And is it because of the real world?
That's a question you get asked every single day.
I'm sure.
Let's just say my show was originally 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Every day of my life, I get hit up, no matter what. I've worked in 24 countries. I've worked in every state at least 20, 30 times. It's taken me to some crazy places and mingled with some of the just royalty. Like it's amazing. I'll be doing something at the White House that's coming up here too. As you know, my roommate on my show is now a U.S. Congressman.
Yes.
Congressman Duffy.
That's what's up.
Who?
Sean,
Duffy.
the lumberjack on my show. Honey, you're kind of young. You're what? You were in Pampers back then?
No, but maybe.
Hey.
She's old
Well,
enough
hey,
to get it.
We'll teach you a thing or two. Oh, that's a little old for me, by the way. Moving forward.
Well, I feel sorry for the other girls then that are younger than me.
Why is that? Spring break 2012.
Y'all can talk about that after the show, but
I just, I odd jobs. I'm all over the place. I've spoken with Hillary Clinton in front of like 50,000 people as well. I'm just busy, man. It's just been a blessing in disguise.
and now your new business you got going on, or is it new? Or?
I have several actually, but the main thing I'm focusing on now is my jewelry business. I spent a while branding myself Syrus, just one name, kind of like Madonna. You ain't got to worry about the last name. Just Syrus, capital Syrus. And my whole thing was my jewelry. I've always rocked the jewelry, and I finally purchased a jewelry store on Melrose. I have 47 different local designers, and I have 17 different artists that grace the walls. Everything from 14 karat gold to rose gold to silver, semi-precious stones. Tons of one-of-a-kind pieces, vintage, everything is there.
And what's the name of the store?
The name of the store is 8 Degrees.
8 Degrees.
And, the website, you can check it out. We got the online store. It's 8 Degrees, Melrose.com. I'm on Melrose. I'm 1 block east of Johnny Rockets, and I'm caddy corner from Crossroads. Wastelands, I'm sorry, right next to Crossroads. Cool spot. There's one liquor store on Melrose, and it happens to be 2 doors down. So when you come through,
Oh, I know that one.
Do you? Okay, dollar shots for you because you're special.
I can't.
Check out the store though, man. The jewelry store is going really well. A bunch of cast members stop by and support me.
And you're also doing something
Come
with booking reality talent.
I've been doing that forever.
What got you into that?
Yeah.
Oh, I was one of the first cats to ever start the lecture circuit, the nightclubs, the mall appearances, the bar mitzvahs, you name it, I've done it. I do it all.
And so after doing it yourself, you kind of looked at it like all these guys are coming off of the real world now, probably not knowing what to do. You kind of mentoring them in that sense of it, or?
Yeah, there's a lot of that, but The only thing I'm worried about with a lot of cast members is financially. A lot of people don't understand what happens when you get thrown in and you do so many gigs and you get all this money. Well, the IRS knows what's happening.
Right.
And I like to help extend my hand to anyone that needs that kind of help because, I've been through the ringer with it. Work was a little different back then, but I open myself up. Any questions any cast members have, any advice they need from me, I'm there. They need to get booked here. I'm there to help that out too. Anything I can do. My whole thing is take advantage of it right away. You think it's going to always be there. A lot of cast members don't have staying power.
Right.
So do what you got to do it hard, do it well, and just make sure that you're getting the most out of it. Because my whole thing is the show gives you a voice. Make sure you're heard. I've literally done everything I've ever wanted to do in my life. And I can't deny it. Half of it's because of the real world. And it is what it is. I think it's a little different because they really got to know us as characters. Our show was 6 months long.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you also think it's different because, like with them, after their episode airs, they can tweet about it. Back then,
Oh, hell yeah.
we weren't.
Dude, if I had that back then, I'd be a monster. But it'd be a whole different kind of thing. People still contacted me for all the different things that I've done, from the
Right.
Eminem video to, the cheap books commercials. But all the different things that I do, I keep myself accessible no matter what. You got to stay out there. And that's one of those marketing things. Build your brand. Once you built your brand, you can go from there. My brand was flashy, jewelry, partying all the time, but I'm still someone that thinks through every situation. And so I'm able to give lectures still, and I'm able to still get paid to wear certain jewelry. And I'm able to design clothing and have some, people buy that stuff.
And
So
do you keep in contact with any of other real worlders? Like, are you close to who would you be?
Tech
singing
Money
close
DJ'd my opening of my store. It was a red carpet event. Him and Nehemiah both DJ'd that for me. Norm came through from the first show. My birthday party, you didn't come, thanks. No, you weren't around. Tyree came, Leroy came, Nehemiah came, Norm came. Me and Beth are still good friends. We write shows together, actually.
Oh, that's
Really?
cool.
Yeah, got a few things coming up with her. She lives right down the street from the shop. Whenever I travel, like I'm doing the Rockin' the Registration, where I go to different universities and I speak on why, college kids should be involved, but be knowledgeable about what's taking place as far as the election goes and different candidates. I got 22 stops in September. But my whole thing is I'm not telling people you have to be like some self-proclaimed politician, lover, whatever. Just be able to think what makes a difference for you in your life and the people that make a difference for you, and vote accordingly. And, I get attacked by the young Republicans sometime or these Democratic groups, and some of the politicians actually show up. And so it's actually a real cool thing where we're signing kids up, but we're also trying to get them to be educated about why they should be involved with the process. The new elections, the election issue is huge, clearly, and I'm just happy to be a part of it and just able to do what I do.
All right. And before we move into predictions, I just want to know, what is your craziest real world story that you can tell us? Whatever it is, uncensored, censored, whatever.
I don't know
you
if
wanna
I
tell
can
us.
even.
I want to hear what it is. Because what you told us earlier was very interesting. So I want to hear what your craziest experience as a real worlder has been.
There's a lot of things, but let's just say pretty much anything a man would want to experience, I've experienced, times more than 10.
There you guys have it. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us in studio, Syrus. I want to know, where can we keep up with you? You said you're going on tour. How can we follow you?
I'll be on tour. Check out my Twitter, man. I'm out there. I'm trying to get active as much as O-triple-G can be. It's SYRUSMTV, Syrus MTV. Check my Twitter out. I'm there. You can go on the, got a blog we're going to do with my jewelry store,
Nice.
8degreesmelrose.com. Check that out. And you can also follow 8 Degrees Melrose as well on Twitter. And check me out. I respond to everybody, as you know. I reach out to people. No shame in my game. I'm new to the whole social networking like that. And also, I'm on Facebook, too. Check me out. I'm there, man. I'm
And
not
definitely check out his store, guys, because his jewelry's dope.
Not bad. You want some custom pieces, holla at your boy.
He's got it.
Yeah.
All right, so before we wrap it up, let's head into predictions.
And now, your
All right,
AfterBuzz
I don't think
TV.
Chelsea's coming for another 3-4 episodes.
Really? Trey's girlfriend?
Trey's girlfriend. I think they're
I
gonna
can't
hold
wait
that
for
because I
that.
think
Is
that's
she
gonna
hot?
be.
Oh, that's
we have
really
no idea
about
what
to
she
be-
looks like.
I think she's hot. All of them think she's hot. Raise your hand.
She's hot.
Do we think she's gonna have the baby bump? I don't know
hot.
what she's gonna look like, honestly. I really
She's
I-
hot.
hotter than Marie though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You think so?
I'm gonna
Sorry,
say
that didn't mean. Oh yeah.
Hotter than Laura?
superstar.
I think they'll be close.
I think she's gonna be smoking.
Smoking?
I hope so.
So
I
then
hope
the
so.
whole pushing her for the abortion is just because he's not ready to have a kid, or
Well, yeah, I'm sure. I mean,
Kids in the real world don't really go together.
That's
Yeah.
But it's happened. Don't get
but
me wrong.
still, I mean, it's not his decision, so he really shouldn't be coming.
Whoa,
out
whoa.
like
Are you
that.
saying he has no say?
Well, he has a say,
Don't
but
make me
I
take
mean,
the Gucci's off, please.
Take the Gucci's off.
that's
he
a
has
whole nother
say,
show,
but
guys.
at the end of the day, it's what she wants.
All right, and what do we think is gonna happen with Robb and Marie?
They're gonna fall in love, probably become boring couple.
But she's upset with him right now because go ahead. Why
They're
did
gonna
you
have
say
a
kid?
falling out.
They're gonna have drama, of course, little drama here and there. Max or his girl back home, Emily,
wonder if
calls the
she's gonna
house and they
come.
get into stupid fights. But I think that pretty much Robb and Marie are gonna end up happily ever after. I wouldn't be surprised
we're
if they're
still
still
waiting for
together
that.
right now.
They have a tattoo.
A
Hakuna
tour bus is
Matata.
gonna
Yeah,
come
that
in.
thing.
Tour bus is gonna come in with a bunch of little pussycats on there. Homeboy's gonna jump in. She's gonna get mad. They're gonna be
Nah,
done.
Rob ain't like that. I don't think.
I feel like Marie's the type she'll chop his dick off. Like
Yeah,
she's,
exactly.
I think
Marie-
she is kind of Marie is
Like
a
that.
very dominant
Marie is
person.
very.
They're gonna get wifed
That's
up.
good.
They're gonna turn into a couple.
dude.
Obviously, they'll have drama. There's no doubt about it,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing serious. I think they probably stay together throughout the show, and,
And
it's
then
kind of boring.
Swift and LaToya, we hear that something comes up with them, and we're gonna get some drama.
Really?
Do you think he's gonna
Can't
pound the
wait.
cakes?
Of
Nah,
course.
I don't think he's gonna bang.
He's gonna get up in there.
He's gonna get
He
it.
probably
think he's
will.
gonna have
One
would
too
think.
many cognacs that night. He's in there.
Already.
But I think what's gonna happen though. I think they're gonna pull a switcheroo before the show's over with.
That
the
would
two
be
couples,
awesome.
And they're gonna end up getting close and switcheroos.
Well, we did
That
kind
would
of
be funny.
I'm telling you.
Or if
I was hoping
or if
for
the
something like
dude
that. That would
Brandon jumps in and just hooks up with one of the girls.
he hooks up with the redhead.
Laura.
I don't see
or
that
whatever.
one.
Who
Maybe.
knows?
That would be cool, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna.
All right, guys.
Kids
Thank
got
you
no
guys
game.
so much for tuning in. We totally appreciate you guys tuning in every week. Remember, iTunes, subscribe, download, rate, and comment. Make sure you guys check us out on YouTube,
yeah.
Facebook at AfterBuzz TV. Follow us on Twitter. I am DJ Jesse. You can follow me at DJ Jesse J.
Nicolette Gaona. You can follow me at Nicolette Gaona.
Follow me on Twitter at Adam Royer MTV.
And Syrus.
Come to my store first, 7451 Melrose.
Better
And
be
then
there.
he'll give you his Twitter.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this week, Cyrus. And also, guys, huge
thank you.
news. Marie will be in studio with us
Holy
next week.
shit.
So we'll get all the lowdown.
Can I come
Marie.
back?
We'll see it.
I want to see
Of
this.
course.
And we'll see if she's actually a gladiator.
Are you gonna be here?
All right. So until
I'm
next
only
week,
coming
guys.
back if you're here.
Peace.
I'm here.
Bye.
I thought you said that to Cyrus. I was like,
Whoa! Executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff. We would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
She was at Emerson.
Buzz
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.